Khamzat Chimaev is currently training with Aaron Pico as both prepare for UFC 319. Khamzat is set to challenge Dricus Du Plessis for the middleweight title, while Pico is gearing up for his UFC debut against Lerone Murphy.
Come on, guys. That's it. Excellent, excellent. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, man, go back. Push, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Change. 10 seconds left. Come on, Aaron. Come on, let's go. Push. 5 seconds. Hi, change.
Ben Askren opened up about his mindset after spending 2 months in the hospital and undergoing a double lung transplant. Ben says he's just grateful for the opportunity to be alive.
What's up, guys? You seem to be enjoying my videos, and I'm stuck in this damn bed. So I was gonna make another video. Came up when I was listening to something last night, and it's a concept I fully agree with, and I think it's important that you guys make this recognition too. It applies to my situation. It applies to a situation. And it's grateful for the opportunity. Okay? And so like my wife keeps asking me, man, are you sad because you have all these restrictions on your life? Are you depressed about it? And it's like, well, my other option was I die. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to live and be here still, right? And in wrestling, I talked to my wrestlers about this also, is that, a lot of them get scared around big competition and the negative things are gonna happen. But it's like, well, you guys earned this. You should be grateful for the opportunity. And, another way to look at this is obstacle versus opportunity, or obligation versus opportunity. And so it's like, oh man, I gotta go practice today. Or, yes, I get to go to practice today and get better. This is my opportunity. And I think that's just a really important way to frame things and contextualize things, because when you are grateful for the opportunity, you're gonna look forward to stuff, you're gonna be pumped up to do it. And when you treat things as an obligation, right, then it's the opposite. It's like, oh man, I gotta do this or I gotta do that. So don't forget, I'm always grateful for the opportunity, right? Whether it's the second life that I get to live now, whether it's competing, whether it's helping certain kids, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Hopefully you guys can be too. Peace.
Arman Tsarukyan had a message for Ilia Topuria today. As most of you know, earlier this week, Ilia said he'd rather vacate the lightweight title than defend it against Arman next. On X, Arman wrote, "Who wants to let Ilia know he's not McGregor, and that he's making all the champs look bad? Champs fight the #1 contender, but this is the same guy who thinks he's the BMF. How do you say in Spanish?" Dominick Reyes versus Carlos Ulberg is set to headline UFC Perth on September 27th. On the Pound for Pound podcast, Reyes says he initially wanted to fight Khalil Rountree.
Do you feel like you're possibly? I feel like you're possibly one fight away from fighting for that belt. I think you gotta shoot for the highest ranked guy.
I mean, I would love to fight Khalil. I want to fight Khalil.
Right.
That's the fight I want.
Okay, but what you don't think? You don't
pound
think
for pound, man?
Yeah, you don't think that fight's doable? I mean, you're ranked number 8. Khalil Rountree, let's be honest, got the shot while he was ranked number 7, I believe.
Yeah, and his best win was Anthony Smith. Let's put that on there too.
I mean, he just beat Jamal Hill, who's former champion.
Previous to that, though.
Right.
That's how he got the title off knocking out Anthony Smith.
Okay, so if you had to really pick the guy that you want to fight,
I want to fight Khalil.
Would be Khalil.
I already called him out. Everything, trying to do my due diligence. I don't know what I have to do or say or whatever, but I want to fight Khalil.
No, but I'll be honest with you, Dominic. I think it's more of that because you are a humble dude. And, you do carry you are a genuine guy. But I think sometimes a little bit of what stops people from getting to the top a little bit sooner is there's not enough trash talk. There's not enough.
You're saying nice guys finish last.
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I understand. But I did get there by doing my way the first time, right? And then I am knocking dudes out. I've never been knocked out before. Dustin Jacoby was never knocked out before. That was the first of my knockouts. And then now Krylov was never even dropped before, ever, until I knocked him out cold. So, I don't know. Some people said I made it look too easy.
Caio Borralho gave his take on Reinier De Ridder's split decision win over Robert Whittaker. He doesn't think RDR is in the middleweight title picture just yet. In an interview with Submission Radio, Caio said that was a very, very close fight, but I think Whittaker didn't do enough to win this fight. I think De Ridder actually won the fight even if it was close, but I don't think this is a fight that makes him a backup or in a position to be coming for the belt, or even the loser of Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. There are at least 3 other guys in front of him in the division. There's Anthony Hernandez, there's me, there's Brendan Allen with 12 wins at middleweight, there's Nasruddin Imavov, there's a lot of other guys in front of him. He just beat Bo Nickel and then he beat Whittaker. But to be honest, Whittaker wasn't even there. I feel like Whittaker is kind of in his last fights, and he wasn't there in the moment. He wasn't present. He was too pressured. You could see it in his face. It's not like you're winning over the Whittaker we know. You're winning over the Whittaker we've never seen before. So it doesn't put him in the position to go for the title or anything like that. I think he needs at least 2 more fights. And don't get me wrong, the guy is doing great work. He's finishing his fights. He's very good on the ground. But I don't think he passed through some prime guys in the UFC in the top 10. Renato Moicano and Gilbert Burns discuss Shara Bullet's recent unanimous decision win over Marc-Andre Barriault. Moicano says he initially thought Shara lost.
Maybe I was doing the live stream at the day on the card, and when I was watching the fight live.
On what channel? On what channel?
Nato Money Moicano channel, my bro. Huge shootout. Okay, but
go out there and what?
What?
Subscribe,
like all that shit, my bro. You know. But I was watching live and I thought that Barriault had won the fight.
You thought?
I thought.
No.
I thought. Because
He only
for me,
landed
he won the
30.
first and the second.
He did good on the second round. Third round, if he pushed a little bit more, I think he got hurt with the body shots. He slowed down a lot. If he was pushing a little bit more, yes, but I think it was clear.
So do you think it was an easy win to?
Not easy, 29, 20, not easy. If you break your nose, if you go to the hospital
Brother, he beat up
after
me on the
fight,
first round like
bro,
easy.
if you go to the hospital after a fight, it's not an easy fight, my guy.
No, I'm telling
Surgery
you,
on
easy
your
to
nose.
score. Easy
Surgery.
to score.
That guy's gonna remember.
Do you think it was
I
easy
think
to
it was
score?
an easy 29-28
to score,
for Shara.
easy to score.
But all I was getting at was
I don't know
that
my
Marc-Andre inflicted a lot of damage on the minus 600 favorite
Yes,
here.
Those are the fights that you lose, but you get so much respect out of that
100%,
lose, you know? So
yeah,
I was
100%.
happy for that for Marc. Got his 50,000 was it good.
Eric Nicksick breaks down Reinier De Ridder's split decision win over Robert Whittaker. Nicksick says he actually had Whittaker winning the fight, but he doesn't consider it to be a robbery.
It's tough. The guy's goofy. And he started to just make his adjustments and make it more and more difficult. And then Whittaker's output started to slow down. And he got himself into the fight. You know, it was 2-2 going into 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it was a robbery. I personally had Rob winning that fight.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't really make that argument. What I will say, when you go back as a coach and you look at those situations, I feel like Rob lost the fight. I feel like Rob kind of got off the gas pedal and allowed De Ridder to get back into the fight, and the momentum kind of shifted. In round 5, again, razor close. And it looked like Rob was landing more of the significant strikes. The optics was De Ridder walking him down and getting into more of the exchanges, right? So I don't know what warrants that in the judges' eyes. I tend to agree with more of, like, when I see Mike Bell's scorecard, I'm usually on the same page as Mike Bell, and he had Rob win that fight.
Arman Tsarukyan made an appearance on the Overdogs podcast and opened up on how his family became so wealthy.
Millions is not enough. Billions is enough.
I heard that your family and that your family's money comes a bit from construction, or did you guys just build entire cities?
No, my father just in construction, and he does like nothing like people think like he's a billionaire.
Okay, he just invests well.
Yeah, he's just a smart, hard worker. Maybe if I was a billionaire, maybe I wouldn't fight.
Did he grapple or anything? Did he wrestle?
No, he grew up in the village, and he had the dream always to wrestle or to have a kids, and they could go to the different sport and wrestle.
Max Holloway says he probably will not fight again in 2025 due to an injured hand. Max said, "My right hand still hurts. If you have hopes of me fighting before the end of the year, probably not going to happen. I see a specialist sometime this week. Things are not looking too up of me fighting one more time this year." Daniel Cormier revealed that he recently landed in the hospital after eating some chicken he cooked himself.
I ended up in the hospital the other day, Jeff. Oh, I was in the 2 hours, so I think it was this new marinade I made with my kids' chicken. Bro, I had an allergic reaction. Benadryl didn't work, so I started scratching. I had hives all the way up my body, from my legs to my neck. My nose and everything started swelling. I had to go to the hospital to get done. It was bad, Chael. I've got scratches all over my body from just itching.
Jon Jones shuts down the idea of a potential fight against Fedor Emelianenko.
Listen, you know that card in White House. Yeah? Are you a participant? Are you doing something?
I'd like to be. I'm working towards it.
Listen to this. If that's not happening, I've got an alternative for you. Red Square. Would you like it to happen in the Red Square?
I'm contractually obligated to the UFC for various.
Okay. Now, listen. If we agree with Dana White, listen, we will bring you to the Red Square as an alternative to the White House card, obviously. Dana, I'll speak to you, my friend. And we get someone like Fedor Emelianenko, 2 boxers.
No one wants to see Fedor and I fight. I don't want to fight Fedor. I absolutely love Fedor. He's been one of my big idols for a very long time.
Are you the kind of guy, if you love the guy, you don't want to fight?
Yeah, it was the same way with Anderson Silva, These guys inspired me in my youth. That'll never change.
This man is a very, very nice guy. True legend, true fighter, and very good human being. Brother, thank you, bro.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Terrible Hop. It says, "Dominick Reyes was a beast that night. The fans know he got robbed." The second one's from Adrian. It's in reference to Luke Rockhold saying that bare knuckle boxing is not a real fight. It says, "So according to Luke, there's no way to judge distance in a street fight. Bare knuckle is too much for you. Just say that." And the final one says, "Hey Dom, you absolutely beat Jon Jones, brother." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.